After 6, this is our Tracking the Tropics update. We're going to do this just about every day we can, letting you know what's going on during hurricane season. And I'm happy to say that for now, the chance of development over the next 5 days, as is marked by the National Hurricane Center, is nada. We are not expecting anything to get going. That is certainly the good news, though you can see across the area we call the Intertropical Convergence Zone all the way out here, there's plenty of little areas of moisture that we are watching. That said, though, interestingly enough, I do want to point out a little weather feature that we're tracking, okay? For us here locally, there is a little piece of energy along a cold front, and that isn't going to do much other than eventually kind of moisten things up over Louisiana. Now, I mention this because especially Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to watch that start to drift little by little by little out over the waters of the Gulf of Mexico. And when that happens, every now and then, you start to see some tropical development. Every now and then. It's not something that's highlighted, but it is something that the computer models may be trying to key in on. So let's take a look. This is the GFS model, 0Z. It's the most recent run. We're getting the 6Z run right now, but this is the most recent full run. And let's just roll through time. You see those greens and blues over the southeast United States? That is the front itself. Now, not doing much, storm system, yada, yada, yada. But right there, you see the GFS? This is Wednesday. You see that little dot off the coast of Louisiana? Yeah, that little dot is that area of low pressure, right? That's the GFS saying there's going to be a little piece of energy that lifts in. Does it develop into anything tropical? We'll have to wait and see. You can kind of see, though, it's just sitting over Louisiana, and then it fades. Now, let's switch over. Let's go back. Let's switch over to the European model, and let's follow the same timeline. Okay, there's your front, all the moisture, but watch off the coast of Texas, right here. You see that right there? That's Friday at 2 p.m. The model's starting to hint at something, and then doing its thing, Texas and Louisiana. Now, remember, and I always say this, and I want to make sure we're all on the same page about it, computer models are guidance, not gospel, so don't read too much into it, but they're starting to hint at something. Now, what I'm going to be interested in is when I see on Coffee Talk, we're looking at this, let's compare and see what the next run, the 6Z run of the model shows. Either way, though, we are in hurricane season. Next name on the list would be Danielle. Does that develop? We'll have to wait and see. Another interesting statistic, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but another interesting statistic that we're watching, thus far this year, we have had 3.25 named storm days. The 30-year average is, through today, 4.3 named storm days. So we've actually had fewer days tracking a tropical system than normal. And compared to last year, where we had 14 named storm days, we're definitely behind. So definitely something that we'll be watching. In the meantime, though, for now, the good news, officially, there is nothing to track in the tropics. We'll be watching it for you, of course, very closely. Brand new model data coming in as we speak. I've got like the first 48 hours of the new GFS 6Z run. We'll have the 6Z run of the GFS and the European when I see it coming up on Coffee Talk. That is live at 8 a.m. In the meantime, I'll be joining Christina, and we'll be doing West 2 News Sunrise all morning long, where we talk about your local forecast and, of course, track the tropics, even though there's not much going on right now. See you on TV and at 8 a.m. for Coffee Talk.